In a small town, nestled between hills and rivers, lived a young girl named Ruhiai. She was the eldest daughter in a humble family, struggling to make ends meet. Her father had fallen ill, leaving the burden of supporting the family on her shoulders. Despite her tender age, Ruhiai knew that dreams were not meant only for the privileged, they were for the determined. At just 18, Ruhiai took up a job in a local factory that manufactured textiles. The work was exhausting, long hours of standing, hands tirelessly weaving threads, and the ever-present dust that settled in the air. But Ruhiai never complained. Each evening, she would return home with her meager earnings, ensuring her younger siblings had food to eat and books to study. While many around her accepted their fate, Ruhiai held on to a dream, to break free from the cycle of hardship and start something of her own. She saved every penny she could, sacrificing her own comforts for a brighter future. Her coworkers often asked, "Why don't you buy something for yourself?" She would smile and say, "I am buying my future." Years passed, and with immense perseverance, Ruhiai managed to save a small sum. But she knew that money alone wasn't enough, she needed knowledge. Despite her grueling schedule, she spent her nights learning about business, watching videos, reading books, and speaking to people who could guide her. One day, she saw an opportunity. The factory discarded and used fabric pieces, treating them as waste. But Ruhiai saw potential in them. She requested permission to collect these discarded fabrics and began stitching beautiful handmade bags in her spare time. At first, she sold them to neighbors and coworkers, and soon, word spread about her unique designs. With her hard-earned savings and a small loan, Ruhiai finally took the leap. She rented a tiny shop in the bustling market and named it Ruhiai's Creations. The journey was not easy. There were days when she hardly made sales, moments when doubt crept in, and times when financial struggles made her question her decision. But she held on, knowing that success comes to those who refuse to give up. Slowly, her business grew. People admired her craftsmanship, and orders started flowing in. She expanded her collection to include clothing and home decor items. Soon, she wasn't just supporting her family, she was providing employment to other women who faced struggles like hers. One day, a journalist heard about her inspiring story and featured her in a local newspaper. That article changed everything. More people started visiting her shop, and soon, she launched her own online store. Ruhiai, the factory worker, had transformed into a successful entrepreneur. Looking back, Ruhiai knew her journey had been tough, but every sleepless night, every sacrifice, and every tear had been worth it. Her story wasn't just about success, it was about resilience, determination, and the belief that dreams, no matter how big or small, are achievable with hard work. Today, Ruhiai's brand is recognized beyond her town. But she never forgets where she came from. She mentors young girls, encouraging them to chase their dreams, just as she once did. Because Ruhiai's story isn't just hers, it's a beacon of hope for every hardworking soul striving for a better tomorrow.